It's gun confiscation, it's euthanasia, it's electronic chip control. There's so much involved in this health care bill. I'm so glad that people are rising up and saying we aren't going to go along with this, Alex.
All right, Lindsey, incredible information. We're going to take calls on the other side of this break. The toll-free number to join us is 1-800-259-9231, 800-259-9231. As Ron Paul, myself, and many others have said, ahead of the globalist and their controlled financial collapse we've been talking about for over a decade, we have to get the word out about how they are behind it, and they are the people that need to be brought to justice. If we don't identify them as the enemy to the public, they'll have the collapse and use it to take over, instead of the collapse being used to bring them to justice and get our planet back. Stay with us.
For safety, you lock doors, set alarms, buy antivirus software, maybe even have a watchdog. Do you care as much about your air and water? Lock out harmful poisons from entering your body with airandaqua.com. Using purification devices from airandaqua.com allows you to enjoy safety and security with every breath you make and every sip you take. For free shipping on purchases, discounts, and newsletters, visit airandaqua.com or call 866-380-2782. Shop airandaqua.com and purify your life.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit, and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a silver dollar in a book explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Did you know there is a growing number of researchers who agree that 90% of all disease begins in the colon? Did you know that 80% of all Americans suffer from internal parasites and parasitic infection? If allowed, our bodies are capable of healing themselves. The key to optimal health is not only what we eat, but also a healthy digestive system and a strong immune system. At Freshwater Organics, we offer FPP, a daily organic supplement that helps eliminate parasites, heavy metals, and high cholesterol naturally and safely. FPP, or fossilized phytoplankton powder, has been used worldwide for thousands of uses and is now available from Freshwater Organics. In addition, we offer an entire line of products to help cleanse waste and toxins, strengthen your immune system, and improve your overall well-being. Make freshwaterorganics.com your first stop for organic and natural supplements at the best prices. Visit freshwaterorganics.com. Again, that's freshwaterorganics.com, or request your free catalog by mail by calling 888-949-3570.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv.
Money talks, and it sounds just like Jim Cramer.
I'm Cramer. Money talks, and sometimes it shouts when the results speak for themselves.
Investors worldwide follow Jim Cramer's advice on TV, in books, and on websites like TheStreet.com. And whether the market's up, down, or sideways, Jim's always hunting down a bull market. And now you can follow Cramer's portfolio at GetCramer.com.
Okay, here's how it works. Every time I buy or sell, I will email you ahead of time. Did you hear me? Ahead of time. It's like, if you can read my mind. My portfolio, fueled by my great research, is designed to deliver success. And I'll share it with you at GetCramer.com.
Today, you can sign up for 2 weeks of free access to Cramer's Picks and Portfolio. Just go to GetCramer.com and enter code word VALUE. GetCramer.com, free today. Go to GetCramer.com, code word VALUE.
Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose.
Williams, our guest for the rest of the hour. We appreciate him breaking this here. I have full confidence he's telling us the truth. Dr. Stan Monteith's actually called and talked to this former oil company CEO. We know the info's turned out to be very accurate in the past. I wish it wasn't accurate. Hopefully, if you get the word out about what these people are doing, we can stop this. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and talk to Jim in New York. You're on the air with Pastor Lindsey Williams.
Yes, hi, Alex. This is Pastor Williams.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, how are you? I don't want to be controversial, but I have a problem with something that you said at the beginning of the show. Alex had asked you about had you talked with anybody else about the situation, and it's just not true that you didn't, because I heard you on Dr. Stan over a month ago.
No, that was a separate interview. This is another phone call.
Exactly what he's saying today.
No, he called me. You're not listening. He called me a month ago and said he'd talk to him again, and it was some similar info, but he talked to him again yesterday. Lindsey, you want to comment to this?
That's exactly right, and the information that I received on yesterday, I am backing up some of it with the things that he said a month ago, because in order to understand the things he said yesterday, I have to know what he said.
Yeah, Jim, we went back to 2 years ago and to a year ago, too, and I'm sorry if that got confusing. But, no, I know Lindsey called me a month ago, and I meant to get him on. It just fell through the cracks. But, no, he called us yesterday and talked to him again. I mean, look, Dr. Monteith has talked to this guy. Lindsey, before all this happened years ago, wrote books about it. This guy's name is in there. We're not just saying who his name. Look, Jim, here's my question. Did oil go up to 150 like Lindsey said he said it would? That sounded crazy. It happened. Did it go back down like he said? Now, the guy was wrong about saying that the elite wouldn't let Obama in, and Lindsey's talked about that. But anything else, Jim?
No, Alex. Okay, I appreciate maybe I'm misunderstanding this, but basically what he's saying today is what he said on Monteith a month ago. Anybody can go to Radio Liberty and listen to it and see the date. It's not a problem.
Look at Israel, Hamas, Mossad, all of these things are brand new that he had never mentioned to me before.
No, I understand. Look, Lindsey, I already know you're telling the truth, so that's fine. People sometimes get confused, but I hear what Jim's saying as well, because we're mixing the last 2 years all together here. Let's go ahead now and talk to Ryan in Arizona. Ryan, you're on the air.
Hello, how you doing, Alex?
Good.
Good. I wanted to thank Lindsey Williams, because some of the information that he had mentioned, a couple of years ago about the oil going up, I had talked to some of my friends and family members and, mentioned that I had heard that, and, they didn't believe it, of course, until it actually happened a couple of years ago, and then kind of opened their eyes and let them see that there are things behind the scenes that are going on that a lot of us have no idea about, and we don't get to see it on the news, and most of us don't have insider friends that can give us that kind of information. So I just wanted to thank Lindsey for kind of getting the word out about some stuff like that.
Thank you so much. And by the way, please believe all the other things that Alex is saying on his show day by day, because every bit of this dovetails together in understanding the total program of the elite. So,
well, look, I want to be clear on this. Program. Well, I appreciate that, Ryan. We're going to talk to Malcolm and others here in a moment. But going back to Jim, and I think Jim's a nice guy. I'm not saying he's wrong or even bad. It's just that Lindsey, everything he wrote in his Energy Non-Crisis 20-something years ago has now come out in Congress, been proven accurate. Where he said the oil was at in massive amounts has come out to be accurate. I've known Lindsey, been interviewing Lindsey for 13 years. I remember interviewing him when I was on one radio station. Might have been 14 years ago. And
yeah,
Lindsey,
sure was, Alex.
I mean, Lindsey's told the truth. And, yeah, he's mixing all the different interviews or talks he's done together. And he's talked about a lot of new stuff here, dealing with Israel and the rest of it. And he is talking to this guy. And Dr. Monteith's called the guy up and talked to him himself. And so, I mean, regardless, we know this stuff is coming true and happening. And we can see what Lindsey's talking about in the headlines of the news right now. And Bilderberg Group sources are confirming the same thing. Let's jam in another call here. Let's talk to Malcolm in Texas. Malcolm, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex. Hi, Lindsey. How y'all doing?
Good.
Hi, Al.
Hi. I just want to say, Lindsey, thank you for doing what you're doing. That takes a lot of guts. My question regards gold and silver seizures possible in the coming years, because it's possible that we're going to have new fiat currencies replace the dollar and maybe other currencies. I think